Hello friends, I hope you are well. I am so excited for today's video because we are going to be transforming our under the stairs closet. We're going to be making it a little puppy paradise and dog room for my puppy Palmer. He's chewing on his bone right over there if you can see him. And I'm also super excited to be partnering with Cricut for today's video. I absolutely love my Cricut, and today I really want to share with you what is the best kind of beginner project to make using your Cricut. So I have lots of fun ideas, and I'm just really excited to see this under the stairs transformation. You may be able to see my husband Brandon, the best handyman. He is touching up the paint a little bit, adding a second coat just so that it's really, you know, seamless and clean. So let me go show you the color we went for because it's a really, really fun one. So here are some of the paint swatches I picked out when we were kind of deciding what we wanted to paint this room. And we aren't painting the whole entire thing. So right now I'll insert a clip of what the room looked like before. We basically were just using it as a storage closet, and we still are going to use it as a storage closet, but the smaller and shorter half of the room will be used as like Palmer's little room where we'll keep his stuff, his toys, his bed, and that kind of thing. So it's just gonna be a cute little dog room moment. And I'll also insert a picture of the mood board I created for this project. I definitely wanted to kind of have a nod to just the coast and, you know, Florida and palm trees and just kind of ocean inspired because we love the ocean, and Palmer, our puppy, his name is inspired by the Florida palm trees. So there's a little background, and it was really hard to decide on the paint color because there's just so many great choices. But we decided to go with a darker color, and I love it. I even put a few paint swatches on the floor and had Palmer just like walk up to them, and this is the color he walked up to first. It might have just been a coincidence, but I loved it the most anyways. So dun da da da, this is the color. It's so beautiful. It's called Dark Night. And Brandon's just been working hard, painting away. He's just touching it up, but it looks really beautiful. And then we're actually gonna do a wallpaper on that slanted wall. So that's the progress so far. On my Instagram asking if we should paint the closet like a lighter color like this or a darker color like the Dark Night that we went for. And a lot of people actually voted for a lighter color. I think the majority said lighter color, but I just kind of went with my gut and we decided to paint it a darker color because I just feel like it's so different, and the rest of our home is very light and bright and airy, which we love. That's very intentional, but this space is supposed to be like a cozy little den for our dog. So I just thought the darker color would be a nice little pop. And we're actually still deciding. We're gonna try to make a decision today, but we're deciding if we want to keep this little door we have on the closet or if we just wanna take it off completely. Part of me is really thinking we should take it off because, well, when his stuff is in there, we're not gonna just close him in there. And you know, the only time we would even close the door is if we just didn't want him to go in there for some reason. I just can't think of a reason why we would want to have the door closed. And I actually think it looks pretty neat to just have it open and you see kind of like this dark color peeking through. It kind of, I don't know, it looks intriguing and adds some character, I believe. So I think we're gonna end up taking off the door and then we'll just like sand down where the hinges are and paint over that. That's kind of the plan for now, but we'll just kind of see how it goes throughout the day. And we actually have some lights we're gonna be installing, and one of them is gonna go over that little nook. So lots to come, but I think what I want to do now is, since Brandon's still painting in there, I'm gonna wait to do the wallpaper, and I want to start planning a little gallery wall moment that we're gonna do in here. I have a lot of frames just piled up, and I actually got some photos printed, so I'll go gather those and we can start kind of piecing it together. This mug was actually one of my very first Cricut projects. I just used the premium vinyl and stuck it on this glass mug, and it is still one of my favorite projects because it just makes me smile and is very fitting for today's iced coffee time. Let's bring some iced coffee to the best dad dog. Wait, what? The best dog dad in the world. You're a dad dog. He's working so hard in here. Kind of gets warm in here, huh?
Yeah, I'm under.
Do you need the fan? Light. Oh yeah, we have this ring light. Yeah, you're on a movie set for real. Yeah, true. The bright light, this ring light's actually super helpful because obviously there's not a ton of light in here. There's no windows, it's just a closet. But yeah, as you can kind of see in this shot, this area that we're painting is gonna be the dog area basically. And then we're gonna kind of divide it up, and over there and that side of the closet is just gonna be additional storage. Before we get started on the gallery wall, which I want to just put on that blue, the wall we painted blue, that's kind of not in the nook, but just the biggest wall, that's where I plan to put the gallery wall. But first, I decided I better work on the lights beforehand because one of them I'm thinking of painting. So we have two lights. We have this really neat one, which definitely gives me kind of, you know, a aqua like boating feel, and it's very just ocean inspired. So I love this light, and we're doing a bit of a trick for these lights. So we don't have any junction boxes or electrical wiring to kind of, you know, power these lights. So we're gonna be doing the magic light trick, which I believe was started by a home blogger called Nesting with Grace. And basically you take these little battery operated lights, and they come with these remotes, and then you just either, you know, glue these lights into your light, or you can attach it in a different way, but I'm gonna be using hot glue to secure it. But I'm gonna put at least one in here, maybe I'll put two. I'll put some batteries in this and see how bright it is. And then we have another light, which this is gonna go on the outside of the door, but just right above it. And it's this beautiful like antique brass color, and it's this globe light, and thank goodness it fits perfectly through here. I had to order kind of a smaller version of these puck lights, but it should work nicely, fingers crossed. And then I picked up, well, Brandon picked up this little PVC part. I'm not exactly sure. I'll definitely link it below in case you guys want to try this yourself. But it was only 55 cents, and it's another cool way to attach this light. So I'm gonna glue this light to this little piece, and then I'm able to twist it where you would just twist a regular light bulb. So it's a really, really neat hack, and I'm hoping it goes well because I think adding just cozier, you know, light options really can make any space look so elevated. So what I'm trying to decide now is if I want to paint this light. The white color is really nice and I think will look good in that space, but I'm trying to decide if I want to paint it kind of an antique gold color to kind of match well with this and to kind of make it look a little bit more expensive. So I'm just going to put the batteries in these little puck lights and kind of think about it some more, and I'll let you guys know what I decide. So So now I'm just going to hot glue this little piece to the light, and then we're gonna work on installing the light in the wall. Okay, I've mapped out which pictures I want in each frame, so we've got a good thing going here, but I think I want to go ahead and do our little banner DIY now so I can kind of see how that'll fit in and see if I want to kind of mix that in with the gallery wall, with the frames, or kind of have it on its own on a different wall. I think a banner would look really cute. Potentially on one of these walls, so we'll definitely have to play around with it more. And I do have some just brown craft paper that I can use to cut the size of each frame and the banner and the little wooden art piece to kind of mock it up before we actually put nails in the wall. That's what we did for this gallery wall, and it was definitely super helpful to kind of visualize it without making it super permanent before you're sure how you want it. I ordered these super cute canvas banners so that we can do a little DIY and add some customization with our Cricut. So these are the designs I started to put together for our little canvas banners, and I'm just currently in the Cricut design space. So this is the first one. I love this one with the pretty palm tree and then his name written in one of my favorite fonts. And then we just have the simple paw prints and the dog silhouette, which kind of looks like him. So I don't know if I'm feeling the paw prints or the dog silhouette. I think I kind of like the paw prints more. So we'll do this for one banner and then the paw prints for another banner. And I'll be using my Cricut to make this DIY vision come to life. My Cricut has really elevated my arts and crafts game immensely. I've made so many fun projects. One of the first projects that I personally made is adding little pantry labels to my pantry organization, which was a very satisfying task. And if you're kind of wondering what the best and easiest project to kind of begin using your Cricut, I would definitely say that is a good one to start with, or maybe even just using some iron-on vinyl to make a custom t-shirt. My sister-in-law, she actually made our family matching t-shirts when we did a trip one year using her Cricut, and that really inspired me to start making projects with my Cricut as well. So there's really so many resources and fun ideas. And basically, if you're unfamiliar, Cricut is a cutting machine that equips you to cut and create beautiful crafts and custom pieces. And getting your Cricut out of the box and starting to make projects with it can definitely be intimidating to anyone, because you know it appears to be like this complex machine because it's capable of so many different projects, but they really do everything they can to set you up for success and just provide lots of tutorials and resources. And there are multiple machines as well as blades, mats, tools, and materials, so you'll definitely want to play around with all of the different tools. And I personally have the Cricut Maker and Easy Press, which I specifically love to use for iron-on vinyl projects, and that's what we're going to be using today. And one of the first things I would suggest that you do is follow and subscribe to Cricut on YouTube so that you can just always have their tutorials and inspiration at your fingertips. And some of my other favorite project ideas would just be to add on some press-on vinyl to items you already have around your home, or you could even make fun custom cards using just cardstock, and you're able to cut really intricate designs. So again, there really are so many different ideas, but I would definitely start with something simpler to kind of ease into it. And the project I'm making today, I would definitely consider it a fairly simple project. So let's get to it, let's get cutting. We already have our design all complete, so all we have to do now is cut it and then iron it on. press on our little design, and whenever you are doing an iron-on with Cricut, they actually have this heat guide. So you plug in what kind of vinyl you're using, and then you also plug in what kind of material you are ironing the vinyl on, and then it tells you how long the heat and then how long you should hold it down for. Okay, I just finished both of the banners. Look how sweet they are. This one's my favorite, with just the customization of his name, and the intricate kind of leaves on the palm tree are just really, really, really beautiful. And then I just went super simple with this one and just did one single paw print, but I love how they turned out. It's pouring rain outside, super cozy. I traded in my blazer for a nice cardigan. And do you see that beautiful light behind me? I absolutely adore how it turned out. I think it's just such a neat and kind of, I don't know, interesting element to our space, and I'm gonna love it at night too. Well, we're both excited to see, once it's like completely dark outside, how it looks at night, because we don't really have any lamps or anything in our living room. It's an open concept house, so of course we have like other light from different rooms, but I've been wanting some kind of lamp in this room, but we'll kind of have that with that light. So it's a win-win all around. And now Brandon said the paint should be dry, so he's gonna work on taking the tape off so we can see if we have clean lines and see if we need to paint over any of the spots, and then I can put up the wallpaper.
I don't really understand.
What do you mean?
Push it down or whatnot.
Oh, yeah, not the cleanest of lines. Maybe we should just paint this one blue. Kind of a pain, but doesn't have the cleanest of lines, but you know, it's okay.
Just tell everyone.
Don't freak out.
Don't
freak out. You did not. It's not a big deal. It's a closet after all. We've made a lot of progress on this room today. It's coming together. There's just still some wet paint because Brandon had to touch up some of the, you know, edges because the blue tape didn't do the job. Because I blew it. We'll blame it on the blue tape, the painter's tape, and not Brandon. It's not a user error, right? But it's no biggie. But since the paint is drying, we're just gonna call it a night. Just, you know, wait till everything dries and then add all of the finishing touches and put everything together later this week. Hello friends, we are back in business. Gonna finish up this under the stairs dog room today, and we are so excited. My handyman's already hard at work over there. He took off the door this morning, and so we just decided that we definitely want to just keep the door off for now. And I think it looks really neat to just have this space kind of peeking through as a little nook. And then we still have the option to reinstall the door if we choose. We still have the holes there. He's basically just painting over it. He sanded it and now he's just painting over it so that it's kind of all white and not very noticeable that there are holes there. And if we decide we want the door back on, we can just reinstall it. He said it's pretty simple, and when we ever sell our house in the future, the new owners can decide if they want the door or not. So I think that's a good plan, a good little compromise. And now I'm gonna start with the wallpaper because we really need to get that up before we can start adding everything else in. So let's get to it. Here's our wallpaper, and essentially it's just a giant sticker. So I'm gonna measure how much I need for the space and then just try to stick it on the best I can. wall. As you can see at the top, it's not perfectly, you know, aligned, but from far away, you really cannot tell whatsoever. And these definitely were never designed to match up. But I think it just looks so, so cool, especially since this wall is at an angle. I feel like it just adds such you know, interesting element when you first walk in. And this is where we're gonna put that kind of nautical round light, which I think will be absolutely perfect. Okay friends, we've made so much progress. We're kind of nearing the end of our journey, just a few more things, but first I want to show you the storage part of the closet. We're still going to add a few more things in here, but I am so happy with it so far because it's just so organized, and I love, love, love this canvas storage unit because it's just so easy to access just different things. And then, wow, I love this so much. So this rattan arc shelf, this is a temporary home for this because this is way too cute to keep in a closet, but I'm just keeping it in here for now because the room that I want to put it in is our upstairs bedroom that is kind of Brandon's office right now, but we haven't really designed that space at all. So I think I'm going to put it in there, but for now I just wanted some kind of shelf in here. So when I find a new home for this, I will switch out the shelf because I absolutely love having a shelf in here. So on the bottom, we have all of our gift bags and some random like gift boxes, and then that's another gift box, and then we have all of our tissue paper, which I always love to reuse if I can, and then just more little boxes and all my Cricut vinyl. And then up here, I just have some random goodies that I get in like PR packages that I like to give my friends and family, and then some books. So that's what we have so far, and just some other like different home stuff. And now we gotta finish up the dog room. Well, I love the wallpaper so much. I have everything laid out that I wanna hang on the wall. This is my mom's dog, and this is my dad's dog. Then this is us at the beach. This is our little boy Palmer, and our family picture. Some curveballs with the lamp, the little, not a lamp, but the light, the nautical light we have. So the place where I originally wanted it is on the slant right here. You can see right there. It would look really, really cool there, but unfortunately there's like a structural beam, and the way that Brandon's installing it isn't even like how you're supposed to install it, but he kind of just figured out a workaround because we don't have a junction box, which is like the hole that just any kind of light inside the wall goes in that runs the electrical. So it's a little different. So we just decided, we were debating if we want to put it just on that wall with the wallpaper or on the ceiling, and we decided to go with the ceiling, and I think it'll still look cool. I'm kind of bummed because I really think it'd be awesome right there, but you know, you gotta improvise and just do what you can. This is officially my favorite house project that we've ever done. This whole just makeover has been such a joy, truly. Makes it so special because I know Palmer is gonna love it. He's gotten some sneak peeks as we've worked on stuff because he was helping us, just, you know, always curious. So I'm gonna show him soon, but I figured I would just give you guys a little overview. But first, let me remind you what it looked like before. it looks like after. Sprinkle some treats throughout the room just to make him even more excited about the space. I already know he's gonna love it, but this will make it even more happy and exciting, and he'll have all the good feelings and know that this is his spot. Okay, Palmer, let's go look at your room. Come on, come on. Wow, look at that. You smell those treats? Look at all this coziness. Are you gonna take a nap in there? Are you gonna take a nap? Oh, you smell those treats? So fun. You love it in here? You love it? Let's go.
This is sweet.
That's a wrap. Mr. Man loves his room. I just stepped on his toy. Thank you guys so much for following along for this little under the stairs dog makeover. We're so excited about it and hope you guys enjoyed hanging along for the project. Brandon's in the closet. But we had so much fun and hope you guys had a fun time watching this transformation. Thank you again to Cricut for partnering with us for today's video, and we cannot wait to see you super soon. Bye!
Bye!
Bye!